So I looked in my fridge today and I realized I had no lunch. So I thought this would be a great idea to review the many stuff that's been coming out. I wanted to do the Burger King one, but for some weird reason on the Burger King app, you cannot purchase the Burger King SpongeBob meal. Apparently for McDonald's, they released this Grinch dill pickle seasoning for their fries, and they had the Grinch meal. That is completely sold out. I went to my local McDonald's and they are completely out of the Grinch meal, which blew my mind because it was just dill pickle seasoning on fries. And then I can't do the Shake Shack holiday shakes because my friends, they want to be a part of the majority of my videos, which also pertains to my SpongeBob Burger King videos. So I'm being a little held back here, but I decided to get some Taco Bell. You know, nothing to review, but like I'm just going to go eat some Taco Bell because we got a lot to talk about. But before we even get into it, tell me how I went to my Taco Bell and they literally were all out of Baja Blast. I literally ordered on the app and it said Baja Blast was not available at your location. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, it's usually this location. They seem to have a lot of things that they run out of. Like one thing that I love from Taco Bell is the spicy potato soft tacos. And they, for some weird reason, run out of the potatoes very quickly. And now I guess they're all out of the syrup to make the Baja Blast. So I got myself something I haven't had in a very long time. This is the Mango Fiesta Brisk drink that I used to get a lot when I used to work at the grocery store. There was a Taco Bell that was right next to my job and I would just order this because like sometimes Baja Blast, when you drink it like every single day, you kind of want something new. So that's what I got right here. And for my normal meal, which I don't know why my bag is ripped, I grabbed the rolled quesadilla because it is one of the best things that Taco Bell has ever released. And then I got a couple of spicy potato soft tacos because also another thing that Taco Bell is very much good at and everything. But yes, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. And I kind of want to do these types of videos in the event that I don't have like anything to like try out or eat, just like a little bit of like a little mukbang talk about and everything, because I'm a nerd. I like talking about shit. And a big one actually just happened. Let me get a sip of this Mango Fiesta. Very tart, but very good. The big one, I have been relentlessly talking about Warner Brothers and how they are pretty much sabotaging the DC universe. You know, they've had their properties. I mean, they had a huge run with Harry Potter. They pretty much created my entire childhood regarding like Cartoon Network after they decided to kill it, which was very upsetting for me as someone who's grown up with Cartoon Network and just every single property and show and all that. There was a big bomb announcement that Netflix has officially won the bidding war against Paramount and Comcast to acquire Warner Brothers, which is, for me, my opinion on the acquisition, I did not want Paramount to win. It was the biggest contender, and they said a lot of good things, like they were going to continue on with everything that DC has planned and everything like that. But the big question now is that what's going to happen with HBO Max? And also what's going to happen with the future of a lot of these properties that Warner Brothers has owned? In fact, this is everything so far of what Netflix has established that they're going to be doing with Warner Brothers. I also haven't ate anything. Let me bite this for as I'm talking. Sorry, I have to eat some food. Netflix plans to maintain Warner Brothers' current operations, including theatrical releases, which is a big deal. A lot of people were concerned that James Gunn would get fired after this acquisition, which I didn't really see that as like a concern. Not necessarily him leaving. I didn't see a concern of Warner Brothers kicking the boot off of James Gunn because they made this huge deal about James Gunn, like trying to fix up the DC universe and everything, but I didn't see him being kicked out anytime soon, and it does look like that Netflix is continuing on with the plan that Warner Brothers is doing. Netflix will acquire the studio, including its film and TV divisions, HBO Max and HBO, meaning basically all the things that they've been working on, Netflix will officially acquire that. But that also begs the question, what's going to be the future for HBO Max? HBO Max will remain with some content periodically added to Netflix. So HBO Max will still be a thing. It'll probably be even a partnership But what I'm thinking is going to happen is that there's so many people that are subscribed to HBO Max, including myself. I pay for the Disney, Hulu, and Max bundle. Disney owns Hulu, but there's been a big bomb that Hulu will cease to exist and it will be absorbed into Disney Plus. That way, people who are paying for Hulu, like myself, they'll be paying under the Disney like house and everything like that. So what I'm thinking is going to happen if this merger actually does happen, HBO Max will become a thing still with Netflix, and eventually, as time goes on, HBO is probably might get fizzled into Netflix. I don't know a lot of stuff I gotta give you. And the most interesting news that I saw is that David Zaslav is set to stay as the head of the new Warner Brothers Discovery Studios. To me, that sounds like Warner Brothers is not going to be fizzling into Netflix. And the person who's been running it, he's the new guy that's been running it, is still going to operate everything Warner Brothers related, which is bizarre. And for the people that are worried about James Gunn and his future, he actually has a comment about this that I'm about to read to you guys. If you want to see something from a filmmaker, consider phrasing it as I, as opposed to we. Your personal desires is meaningful and have weight, but when you frame your personal desires as a universal one, it rings false and becomes forgettable. Own what you want. I personally have no idea what that means. Comment down below if you do. Plus, not only that, a lot of people are also getting concerned that Netflix might not be able to get Warner Brothers. There's a couple of risky factors. Well, for one, Netflix actually got the Warner Brothers deal, but at a risky move. Because when I checked my Netflix stock, it actually went down because there's investors that say it's very risky that Netflix is acquiring Warner Brothers because Warner Brothers has been hemorrhaging all this debt and everything like that, and made a lot of bad business decisions. So for Netflix to take on the mantle to take care of that debt, that's a big job. But not only that, the US government believes that this acquisition could make Netflix far too powerful. And I would arguably say, well, what the fuck is Disney doing? Disney did the same exact thing. So why is it a concern when Netflix does it? To me, it doesn't make any sense because I don't really think Netflix has that many properties. Disney has a powerhouse of properties. We're just gonna have to wait and see what we think about this in terms of like Netflix owning Warner Brothers. But comment down below what you guys would have loved to see. Would you guys love to see Paramount bought Warner Brothers? Did you guys like the idea of Netflix buying it? Are you the few people that wanted Saudi Arabia to buy it? Let me know down in the comments below. Another one, as I'm recording this video, I just got the beta for Marvel Token. I'm gonna be playing that, so like as soon as this video releases, I might be playing Marvel Token, and they want me to be live on stream. They want me to live stream the Marvel Token thing, and I've always talked about like when I'm gonna be coming back to streaming and everything like that. I'm not anywhere closer to get back into live streaming. If anything, I'm very relaxed with where I am right now because, the money is decent with my deliveries. Like, to be honest, I've been loving pumping out like YouTube videos and you guys are actually like enjoying it. Like when I started doing all the food reviews, the channel has been skyrocketing in subs and viewership, and I've been loving every single minute of it. As well as like even on the main channel, it's not growing as fast as I would like it, but a lot of people have been loving the Marvel Rival videos and everything, and I've been thoroughly enjoying my time recording the videos, editing the videos, and I don't feel stressed all the time. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I kind of like that I don't stream anymore. Like I really do, and there's sadly people out there that love my stream. So it's like, it's a very unfortunate thing that like I have people who love my streams, but I also have people that love the YouTube videos too. So it's almost like you kind of have to do what you want to do in a sort of sense. Because streaming, I'm gonna be completely honest, went nowhere for me. I mean, yeah, I did like certain streams here and there, and they were fun streams to do. But if you really look at the grand scheme of everything, I didn't get anywhere close to becoming a Twitch partner. I didn't really get that many deals that like what some streamers would get. I didn't really do that fun streams. It was just a hangout stream. And the weird thing is that like, you guys just wanted chill streams. You guys didn't want me to do fancy stuff or events and stuff like that. You guys just wanted me to be like, come on stream. I want to hang out with you. That's it. And it kind of killed my creativity in a way. Because at that point, I was just streaming just to stream, and I wanted to grow because I wanted this to become a thing. So that's why like I haven't really been focusing on streaming as much. Let's just grow the core audience, play the games that I want to play, and then just go from there. But I might stream Marvel Token. It's not like I'm like forced to stream or anything like that. But if anything, like I'll just stream for the one time, stream with the homies and everything like that, and then just go from there. But that's all I want to say on the streaming part. But this is a really good rolled quesadilla, by the way. Side conversation, by the way. I'm surprised that there's people that want to come with me on my food trips. It might be a bit less common this month because, you know, this is the holiday season and this is when a lot of people want to like, you know, travel and go meet up with their families and stuff like that, or just have a little bit of a Christmas vacation. Like I can't record any food review videos with the guys because some of them are not going to be available on the weekends. Like I have one that's going to be traveling very soon. Another one, you know, he's available at any point in time, which is perfectly fine. Another one just wants to be a part of the videos just because he wants to be with the guys. And I think that's about it. There may be a fourth person that doesn't care throughout, but because yeah, the stuff that they wanted to try out the SpongeBob meal because, you know, we're all Gen Z people that literally watched SpongeBob as a kid. And then also the guys, they're not Taco Bell people, so they wanted something a little bit like better and fresher and everything like that. So they suggested Shake Shack, and I told them that there's holiday shakes that are coming out. They're gonna want to like try those out and everything. So that might be something I might look into very soon, maybe possibly next week. And the Grinch salt, I'm not gonna lie to you, it sounded more like a gimmick to me than an actual like food review thing, because the thing about the Burger King one, even though it's like a Whopper, it's supposed to look like the Krabby Patty, but then they had the cheesy tots as a side piece, and then they have the drink as the pineapple float, and then the dessert is Patrick's Starberry Shortcake Pie, which to me, that sounds like a better thing to review than just simply dill pickle fries. And then the holiday shakes, I have absolutely love desserts. I love Shake Shack. If I do the Shake Shack video, I'm literally going to gas up Shake Shack because Shake Shack is probably one of my more favorite burger places, fast food wise. Like compared to any other burger place, like compared to like In-N-Out, McDonald's, Burger King, you can't even compare Burger King or McDonald's to In-N-Out and Shake Shack, honestly. Shake Shack has the best burger flavor. However, it is damn expensive. Like, my God, why is Shake Shack so expensive? I know they originated from California, but don't bring the California prices to Texas. But they want to be a part of the videos. In fact, it's almost like they want to start like, to me, you know, food reviews is just food reviews. There's never really been revolutionized or challenged or anything like that in terms of content making, but it sounds like they want to be a part of the videos because they want to bring a funny side to the food reviews. And that's what it almost sounds like. Or they just want to join the reviews with me because like they loved the Five Nights at Freddy's video because of how funny it was that I was making fun of the food and everything. And then some of the guys actually loved the Live Moss Cafe like as they were watching it because of the humor that I brought in to the video. So it sounds like to me is that they want to be a part of the videos because some of them has even told me that the fact that they're doing YouTube videos, they want to get back into it, which is awesome. The fact that I can motivate them to be a part of the YouTube videos and they want to get back into content creation, you know, that's awesome that I can do that for them. And then another thing, they want to make funny videos. They are humorous people and they want me to have videos that are funny to them, which I don't mind bringing people along for food reviews, but we also got to remember we're reviewing the food. We're not making funny videos, but I don't mind if the food reviews end up being funny. Speaking of food reviews and in the channel, I want to also look at other places that, like, if I ever like travel or anything like that, I want to go to a food spot and bring that content to you guys. Like my brother and I, we've been talking about going to Dallas, and they're about to open up the Netflix house. And it's funny, like this video started off with like Netflix and everything like that. Netflix is opening up like kind of like an entertainment experience. They opened one in Philadelphia, which a lot of people have went to, and they're going to be opening one in Dallas, and we would like to go to it. So this would be a perfect opportunity to go and try the Netflix bites inside the Netflix house. Or like when Isaac and I like travel for events, like he hasn't announced our next event, and I've been mass applying to all types of events. Even, I don't want to announce this event because we're on our wait list, but it is kind of awesome that there is one event that we have on our wait list, or on their wait list, that if we get accepted, we would go to the biggest comic book convention in the world. Just going to say that right now. If we get accepted to a lot of events, Battleship Comics is going to be going to a lot of places, but Isaac and I were saving up a lot of money for that. Like, we've been busy doing our own stuff and everything. That's kind of like what I figured. Like, after our last event in Sacramento, we're just going to grind our asses off, save money and everything like that, and then be prepared for one event that we actually got invited to. Isaac hasn't really announced it, but so I'm not going to say anything about that, but it's going to be in January. We are looking into finishing up the books that has been in production. There's 2 books that are in production right now for Battleship Comics. First one is the Black Fist issue 4. That one will be, I have no idea when it's dropping, and I have no idea the progress on that. But then the other one is we're redoing the first ever Battle Chi issue. So if you are one of those people that bought a Battle Chi issue 1, you have a very limited run copy of that book, because the reason why we're redoing that book is because we were getting a lot of reviews of people saying they have no idea what's going on in that book. And I didn't know at the time that the book didn't make any sense until I actually read the book further into it. Like, I've seen the book, like I had the copy, and I looked through the book, and the reason why it made more sense to me is because Isaac kept explaining me the story, so I knew what to expect. But to somebody that doesn't know the property, they don't know what happened. They just see these 2 aliens fight each other, and they don't know why they're fighting each other and everything. And the reincarnation stuff, not a lot of dialogue was there to prove that he is going to be the reincarnation of this character, and so on and so forth. So Isaac decided to cancel production on that book and redo the story because he's a better writer now. And it's not really a popular series. The Black Fist blew the fuck up, and now we are like amongst like some of the top creators in terms of the indie comic book space. So we can't retcon Black Fist and change things. We just got to go with the flow on that one. But the fact that like that story is getting a lot of popularity, I'm enjoying every minute of it in terms of like the growth. So Battle Chi, we're hoping to launch that very, very soon in terms of all the redos and all that. So I'm curious to see how the final story will be. I've seen some pages. It's very interesting of all the new dialogue. There are some crazy dialogue in there, but like I said, I won't get into that. And then also one that we're looking into getting into production is New Tokyo Ninja issue 2. That story is kind of like one of the weaker performing stories, but I'm hoping that like once we get an issue 2 out, that a lot of people will get into the story a little bit more. But yes, a lot of exciting stuff for Battleship Comics. Like, I'm hoping that 2026 will end up being awesome and everything like that. All we need to do is we just need a game plan. We need a game plan, and I'm about to actually write that game plan down. Like, since I kind of understand how business works and how to make things always exciting, I want to make a roadmap for Battle Chi Comics. I want to present it to Isaac and see if he's on board on that, because I think he focuses more on his own life than other things. A lot of things overwhelm him, and I get that. That's why I want to be somebody that, like, you know, if you're getting overwhelmed, get some stuff to me. If I'm going to be like business partners with you, I kind of need to do something. Like, I can't just apply to these events and, like, you know, remind you on certain things. Like, at that point, I'm just an assistant, and I'm not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think that's everything I really wanted to talk about. I'm going to take this last bite of Taco Bell. I'm going to go back home. I'm going to edit this video. I'm hoping you guys see this on a Friday, which is this Friday. That's today. And let me know in the comment section if you guys really enjoy these type of videos. I might do a little bit more, save a little bit of money on groceries, even though it's probably more expensive to get fast food than groceries. But like I said, thank you guys for the support on all my food review videos. I need a little bit of love on that video right down over there. It's just me talking about, like, my DoorDash and Walmart, what I do for a living. If you guys want me to stop uploading those videos, I'll go ahead and stop and focus on the food review. But if you want to know how much I make, click that video right there.